back to the Justice Department and the release of hundreds of thousands of pages of Epstein files. We've got some new pictures from the files to show you, and we're going to go to David Spunt in Washington that has those photos and the latest. David.
Hi, Will. About 300,000 pages. That is the goal of the Justice Department, to get that in by the midnight deadline tonight, although DOJ says there will be several 100,000 pages released over the next few days and week or so. But I want to be clear that these photographs and some of these documents have literally no context. They don't have dates. They don't have names. They don't have times. Some of the photographs, we recognize people. We want to show one of Jeffrey Epstein and former President Bill Clinton, the 42nd president of the United States, appearing at what looks to be at a party, wearing what appear to be silk shirts. There are two photographs of them in this Epstein files release. We don't know who the other person is. We don't know when this was taken, because the Justice Department does not say so in that evidence. So this is all incredibly nuanced, and I want to make that clear to our viewers. Also, there is a lot of redactions on many of these pages. For example, if we have it, we can show. If we don't, we can't show. But it's just essentially black chunks. It talks about a masseuse list, and it just says masseuse list, and there's 7 pages of complete black chunks. And then there's an asterisk in the corner, Will, and it says to protect victim information. And the law that was signed by President Trump after being passed by Congress directs the DOJ to put all of this information online in a publicly searchable format, but it calls on victim information to be protected. The law also clearly states that politicians, titans, industry titans, or famous people, world leaders, politicians, anybody that may be embarrassed by some of the information should not be redacted solely for that reason. So right now we're continuing to look through this. As you can imagine, about 40 minutes ago, when the Will Cain Show began, is when these documents slowly started coming online. We're expecting about 300,000 here today to be online, but it's tedious because it doesn't have specific information at all, or dates, or any kind of identifying information. We just happen to know, obviously, former President Bill Clinton in that photograph, Will.
So really quickly, David, as a point of clarification,